You know who I am. I'm Mike. I'm Michael Keaton, Michael Douglas Keaton, actually. I'm here for the WIRED Autocomplete Interview. Why Michael Keaton? That's so existential. Why any of us, really? Why Michael Keaton? This is the best bet now. Because I am. Michael Keaton, Birdman. I love Birdman. I love doing that movie. Very, very, very difficult movie to do. High wire act. Really fun. Michael Keaton, Quentin Tarantino. Oh man, yeah. That's, if you get the chance, do it. It's just great. Jackie Brown. I don't know if you've seen Jackie Brown lately. Jackie Brown's great. I mean, all of his movies are great, but he kind of broke everything down to really simplest form, telling just a really simple narrative and that vibe. It has some of the greatest shots I've ever seen, and a great, great soundtrack. Yeah, Quentin's great. How old is Michael Keaton? You mean how old's Beetlejuice? It could be any age. It could be anyone, it could be anything. It defies age or time or space. I have no idea. I'm gonna get you one of those times. You have to catch one of these. Who does Michael Keaton play in Spider-Man? I just saw this shot the other day, that great shot in the car where I'm looking in the mirror. Somebody was asking me a question about this and I actually couldn't remember. I had to Google myself to figure out what I was doing in that shot. It's that shot in the rearview mirror where you look back, you start to put two and two together. And I'm Vulture, of course. Who was Michael Keaton's Alfred? Mick Goff. He was a cool little dude, really nice man. And he was kind of little. We were talking about actors or acting sometimes, and I said, do you think mostly actors get better as they get older? And I'll never forget, he really thought about it, and he said, I think they just get more. I said, what do you mean? He said, you just get like more of what you are, you know? Oh, it stuck with me. Who does Michael Keaton play? Tell his story. Don't act like you don't know. Ken. The guy got a call saying, hey, we want to play Ken in this animated movie. Ken of Barbie and Ken fame. I think the phone literally fell out of my hand. I was laughing so hard. How do you of course, you're not going to say no to that. It's so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculously silly. I would have never thought of that. I'm going to tell Gosling that, by the way. Is Michael Keaton a nice guy? No. Horrible human being. Just the worst. Just the worst. Owes people money. Has overthrown some small governments. Democracies, too. That's the sad thing. You'd think, well, some governments need to be overturned. Not me. Not me. I'm an autocrat. I don't know. I'll leave that up to everybody else to decide. As Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, well, you never know. As Michael Keaton, a Pirates fan, big. They drive me freaking crazy. But, you're always going to be a fan. Once you're a fan, you're just, you just can't quit on your team, no matter the circumstance. They're actually playing okay right now. Is Michael Keaton in the new Beetlejuice? This is the dumbest question I've ever heard. Of course. Yes, I am. That's why we're here. Yes! Girl. Was Michael Keaton a stand-up comedian? Yeah, well, I did stand up for a while. I was about to move to New York, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but I was starting to write and do my own thing. So I didn't have to wait around for auditions. I started doing stand-up, which was like having your own theater. But I also loved stand-up as a kid. Some of the guys that I loved, and I say guys because mostly they were men back then. When I started, there were the famous few. And there are so many good stand-ups now, it's crazy. It's not like anything else, you can't compare it to anything else. It is its own art form, man. When did Michael Keaton change his name? I had to because I got a job. And somebody said, you're gonna have to come up with another name, and I didn't want to, actually. I thought, okay, let's just go down the alphabet. And I saw K, and I thought, whatever, I'll change it to something really cool later. I'll get a really cool name. And then I signed it because there was Michael Douglas in the union, and there was Mike Douglas, a talk show host. So I just picked this temporary name, and that's it. I feel so badly for Diane, because she's probably asked stupid questions all the time because of me, and I apologize. Sorry. Does Michael Keaton have a son who is an actor? No. I've got a really talented son and a really good dude who is a great songwriter. He wrote for a couple little movies, and he's a really, really good and successful songwriter, writes pop tunes, has written a couple country tunes. Easy to Google, you'll see. Just saw him about 3 hours ago. All right, don't fuck it up. There, girl. All right. Where Michael Keaton? Where Michael Keaton here? Where Michael Keaton grew up between a little town called Coriopolis and McKees Rocks, which are two little, what we used to call mill towns right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Where did Michael Keaton get his start? Wow, that's kind of hard to say. Probably when I was a little kid running around the yard in my underwear, acting like a goofball, really. I started in college, I guess. I did a play. I was not good at all in it. Then I did another one. It was okay. I took an interest in writing. I started to write and then moved back to Pittsburgh and started working in actually a television station, a PBS station. When you work at these PBS stations, at least back in the day, you kind of do everything. I started at $1.75 an hour, by the way. And you work in the warehouse, you break down sets, and then because Mr. Rogers was based there out of WQED, after a while he knew what I was kind of looking to do, so I think I played black and white panda one time. I know I played purple panda once, $25. They make him laugh. He's a very nice man. Where's Michael Keaton's? I don't know where it is. There's been a few. I'm pretty sure the body, or the frame rather, was based on like a big old like 78 Oldsmobile or something. It was huge. You know, one of those big old American cars. There's been a few. Duck! That was great. Thanks for having me wired. Thanks for having me wired.